How did you close your first deal?
My first deal was actually handed to me on a silver platter. You can sell real estate on TikTok. Trust me, I've done it.
You knew like what you were doing.
Ended up selling 57 houses off of TikTok.
The real estate market.
It's like a shitstorm of like 50 different things that put us where we're at.
People don't feel safe yet. Should we go into real estate?
And I just think people are broke.
People from US also invest in Canada and Canadians invest in US.
Like the snowbird Canadians, they're liquidating all their assets, all their vacation homes and secondary homes that they have in the States.
We have seen the stock market is skyrocketing.
I don't like the S&P index. I don't like index investing.
Like, how do you manage your risk?
I think people lose in trading because they don't know how to manage their bankroll.
Do you think is Bitcoin going to die, or is it just a game plan?
It's basically the escape out of the central bank, out of the fiat currency is like the bullish case for Bitcoin now.
Like, many people have taken their lives because they cannot handle the situation.
Yeah.
So you just don't put yourself in scenarios where the worst case scenario means you kill yourself.
90% of traders are still losers.
Mr. Trump has personally cost me $100,000 this year. Okay? 3 things that'll ruin men. It's like ladies, liquor, and leverage.
In our community, they call you as Punjabi Gora Realtor.
Sagar di goti lindi in the kachala. Well, on YouTube, I can get to 7 hours and 10 videos. No, I can't.
But there is no such recipe to be viral in a day.
Surrey Plum Dog Millionaire.
Welcome to another episode of the show, The 2Cents. I'm your host, Mukul, and I have my co-host,
Hanu.
So we are here to do another shoot with one of the content creator, realtor, stock market expert, a person who's everywhere, the Punjabi Gora Realtor in the house, Mr. Kelly. How you been doing?
I'm doing amazing, man. How about you?
I'm doing very well.
Thank you for having me on the podcast, bro. I'm looking forward to this.
Awesome.
I thought that you will be doing your intro by singing a Punjabi song, or your viral Punjabi, like the lines you sang.
Sagar di goti lindi in the kachala. Sagar di goti lindi in the kachala.
We want to know who teach you all this Punjabi first.
So I knew a lot of it I played on a Punjabi soccer team growing up. Coach would always speak in Punjabi, kick it lumbi butt, jakade, jakade.
Oh, God.
Right? So I had to kind of like learn a few words here and there. And then I picked some of it up in high school because I always, I grew up in Surrey. Like a lot of my friends are Punjabi.
Okay.
And,
There we go.
Yeah. And I always wanted to learn it too, right? Because like people would be talking. I'd be like, I don't know what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
So I'd always be interested in like learning a few words here and there. And then obviously the first ones you learn always are swear words. But I actually wanted to know how to like speak to somebody and like say a sentence that they'd understand, right? And then when I got into real estate and those videos took off, I had my buddy Raj Winder Sandhu, who's coming on the podcast later, and he helped me kind of string together some viral sentences here and there. And he gave me the idea for that video for the Sagar di Goti.
Yeah. No, interesting. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so he helped me a lot with those videos.
Interesting.
Sure.
So we are going to talk about a lot. We'll start with your journey. So I know you were into plumbing before, and you got into real estate about 4 years back.
Yeah.
So what was the change? What did you thought like, okay, that's not me in plumbing, and let's move into real estate?
I just felt like, and like it's no disrespect to people who are in the trades doing their thing, but I just felt like I was destined to do something more, something bigger than just like be an employee as a plumber at a company. And it's funny, man, like at that time in my life, like I was so depressed. Like I just hated my life so much. I couldn't figure out what it was. Something missing. Is it this? Is it that? You wait for the weekend, you drink on the weekend. And then, Sunday night, you're like terrified. You got to be back in your work van on Monday morning.
Yeah.
I Googled this like 2 nights ago. I Googled, what jobs have the highest, like, I don't know if you can say
Highest paying.
Highest unaliving, because you can't use the actual word now. The highest unaliving rates in Canada. And right at the top is construction worker. And then number 2 is like installation and repairmen, which is what I was doing.
Okay.
Right? And I was a construction worker at one point too, but then that's what I was doing. So I was like, damn. I was like, so it wasn't just me who felt like that when I was doing that job, right? But I just didn't like it at all. It made me very unhappy. It made me very unmotivated to work, and I liked working. And I was a real estate investor. So I had bought 2 or 3 properties before I got my real estate license. And I initially wanted to be a real full-time real estate investor. I wanted to flip homes, do the BRRRR strategy, like all the stuff all these US guys are talking about. Oh, just buy a house for 50 grand and wholesale it for 300,000. It's easy, bro. Right? So I was
keep you motivated. Huh?
Exactly. So I was like, I'm going to be a full-time real estate investor. And then when I looked into everything, I ran the numbers, I talked to a bunch of people. I'm like, okay, well, none of this works here. You're either a developer, you buy and hold, or you're a realtor. I'm like, well, I'm going to go be a realtor then. Because it's like the same thing as like people who wholesale and flip, they cold call and door knock and do everything a realtor does. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be a realtor then. 2018, I went to write my real estate license, was too immature because I was partying and drinking and doing everything else. And I couldn't get through the actual course, which is like, it's such an easy course, dude. It's like a 6-month thing. And I couldn't get through it because I was just too immature. And then 3 years passed and I was driving home in my van one day and I just had like a really shit day. And I pulled out my phone and I've posted this. I made like an edit with this video from like 2020 from my Snapchat memories.
Oh, okay.
And it's me being like, a year from today, I'm not going to be plumbing anymore. I'm not going to be in this uniform. I'm done with this freaking job. Wow. Blah, 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 blah. And then that's when I went home. I signed up for the course again. I got sober. I stopped drinking everything, like, I think pretty much that month. And then a year later, I was a realtor.
Is that when you like never drank again after that?
May 9th, 2020. And that video would have been shot around May, sometime right around that video. I briefly went back to it in 2022 for 6 months. Yeah. Whole life started falling apart again. I'm like, that's a bad idea.
You don't like drinking is not for you.
It's not for me. I've decided that it's other people can do it. It's not for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like when like this is not for you, and then like universe just like pushes you towards something where you want to be. So I feel like this was, happening with you.
100%. I tried to go against all the signals that were telling me to not do it. And then it told me again, no,
go back.
Go back. You can't be doing that.
This is not your destiny.
Exactly. I feel like that's so much of success in life is just figuring out who you actually are as a person and what you're not okay doing. And it's like a process of elimination. First, you have to figure out all the things you're not good at and you're not okay doing. And then the only things that are left are the things you're good at that you want to do. Right?
Yeah. It took you 3 years actually to you get through all this and then eventually just choose the path which you want it to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. And once you got into the real estate, what do you think, how did you close your first deal? Was it tough? Easy?
No. So my first deal was actually handed to me on a silver platter.
Was it?
So
lucky you.
Yeah. It was my fiance. Well, it's my fiance's dad's house. It was my first listing. So it was literally like,
there we go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
So the first deal was handed to me, but then after that, the TikTok thing I was doing just started going insane. And then after that, it was steady from that point onward.
Will you be like that, like from your years, like you were that confident, like you can do it on like Instagram, YouTube kind of a person, TikTok?
No, if you go watch my earlier videos, I was like a way different person, way more, not robotic, but just like kind of fake on camera. Like it wasn't really me. And then the more you post, you just get used to the camera and you don't have like a camera personality. You're just like you, right? Yeah. But when I got into real estate, like I was so hungry because I had like changed my entire freaking life. Like I had like no drinking, no this. I was like journaling. I was going to the gym. My diet was good. I was this. Like I changed so by the time I got into real estate, I was like, there's no freaking way this isn't working. I'm going to do everything that's possible. Like nothing's going to stop me. And then like, my life just took off like a rocket.
I feel like this has to do more with because of your past job. You were so done and then you were so motivated. Like no matter what, I'm not going back. And from here, I'm only going forward.
100%. I am so paranoid. People don't understand, like, going back to that job, I would rather be dead. Like, as terrible as that sounds, like, that to me is not a serious option in my life. So the reason why I post every single day and I never miss a post is because I'm so worried that if I miss a post, my whole life is just going to crumble and I'm going to be back in my plumbing band.
Right? and that's something keep you motivated every single day.
Yeah.
That you don't want to be there where you were before.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and I think so much of success is just what you've been exposed to previously. Right? Like a lot of people fail in real estate because they haven't been exposed to how shitty another job is that they're trying to, another way of life that they're escaping from. I think is the motivation for a lot of people that see success.
It's like different story for everybody.
Yeah.
But even though like your first deal was your fiance's dad's house, but then your next deals, like even like the market could be good or bad, but how did you launch yourself, or I would say, how did you get more customers?
So I was doing TikTok primarily.
Yeah.
And when I started doing TikTok, nobody knew that you could sell homes on it. Right? Like it was still a dancing app for 17-year-olds. Nobody was talking about this. Like nobody was like, you can sell real estate on TikTok. Trust me, I've done it.
Yeah.
But Gary Vee was talking about it's great for your brand. It's easy to get views. It's blah, 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 blah. So when I looked at TikTok, I was like, this will be an easy way just for a bunch of people to know who I am. I didn't even think I was going to sell homes on TikTok. But I was like, at least if I can just get people to know who I am, that'll be a good way to do that. And maybe it is easy to get views. So I started posting on TikTok regularly. And then, you know, one afternoon I sold like 4 homes in like an hour and a half. And I was like, damn, that is like 3-4 months of plumbing income this afternoon. I was like, this TikTok thing is crazy, right? I'm going to keep doing this. So I doubled down on TikTok. I started reposting everything on Instagram. I just went harder on TikTok. And then I ended up selling 57 houses off of TikTok that first year.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Right. And basically that whole first year, I was like the only realtor in BC on TikTok. Like there was like
Awesome.
a couple other guys, but they weren't really getting the results that I was getting.
And I'm sure I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Because I got you from TikTok as well.
That's right. Yeah, you were 100%.
Yeah.
And now it's like a widely accepted business practice to like post on TikTok. And I've coached 10 to 12 agents now how to make like 200 grand.
Yeah, I've seen that your journey. Like a lot of people are connecting with you.
Yeah.
To be like you.
It's been great.
And they like to even create the content the way you are creating. So sounds really interesting. And I think you keep motivating everybody the same way you got motivated as well.
100%
journey.
man. It's been unbelievable.
I feel like you just knew, okay, I'm the odd one here. I mean, not really odd one here, but if I like sing in Punjabi or if I like do something different, people will be like more attracted. I'm like, okay, who is this guy? And then you knew like what you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew that it would be, it's a pattern disruptor. People would just be like, what am I watching right now? Like, what is going on? Right. And then after they watch it, they'd have to be like, hey, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Right? Like, who is this? How did he do this? Where is he from? What's going on in this video right now?
Yeah.
But it was also a big risk at the time because nobody had done it. And I didn't know how it was going to be received.
Yeah.
Right. Is it going to be funny or am I going to be a complete jerk that deserves everything bad that happens to him? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know which way this is going to go.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw a Hail Mary and see what happens.
But you still tried it.
I still tried
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. And I think the way you create the content as well, obviously you didn't know that if you speak in Punjabi, obviously you will be viral tonight because there is no such recipe to be viral in a day.
No.
So how did you get motivated to do the content in Punjabi?
So actually, this is the one time where I knew 100% this was a viral video. And the reason why I knew that is because anytime that I spoke Punjabi to a Punjabi person in real life, they would be shocked. And everybody thinks it's hilarious, right? Everybody would be like, what? And go like, yo, you got to see this. And they go get their friend, right? So I knew it was that shocking in real life, that it had to be that shocking on camera, right? So I actually knew that video, the first one I posted, was going to go crazy. I had a listing. These people needed to sell it, and it was a bit overpriced. And I was like, I need a Hail Mary to sell this house. So
was it back in 2021?
This was 2023. This was actually the end of 2023.
I see. Okay.
And I was like, I need to throw a Hail Mary to sell this house. I need to get like millions of views. So I shot that first video, and that one probably got 20 million views with like all the accounts that reposted it. And like, if you added everything up, it probably would have been like 20 million views.
Were you like singing or doing like something different there?
No, I think I was just talking.
In Punjabi?
Yeah. I think it was just, I don't remember what I said. It's like, 5,000 square feet the car or something. I don't know, something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But that one went crazy, and unfortunately, I never sold that house. But
But it
But you
got your
got.
way.
it did get me probably like 10 more listings.
Yeah.
Right.
This is one of the reasons in our community they call you as Punjabi Gora Realtor.
Yeah.
When they see you.
Yeah.
And I also think that they also feel like some, like some kind of comfort there because you kind of speak their language or understand their language. Like, oh, okay. They actually feel like, oh, wow, it's like an eye-opening thing.
Yeah.
Who is this white guy speaking in Punjabi? And then they also feel like comfort. Oh, okay, so he's speaking Punjabi. Let me just go to him and see.
Totally. I mean, like, I got quite a bit of backlash for the Punjabi videos. People were saying that I was like appropriating culture or something like that, like those kind of comments. And to me, it's like this is what I grew up with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like these are the people that I grew around. You know, I eat samosa pakora. I go to Indian weddings. I played on Indian soccer team. There's Gurdwara freaking every other block around where I live.
And then you do bhangra.
I do Bhangra too. Yeah, I do Bhangra. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, it's, I don't know if I could say it's my culture, but it's a part of my life from
part of
being a very young age. You know what I mean?
And you connect now.
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
people.
I connect well with Punjabi crowd because like those have been my friends growing up.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right.
So let's talk about your content creator journey as well. Specifically, coming to YouTube. So I think you recently started posting a lot of content. Either it's real estate, what's happening in the market, stocks, crypto. So how did you thought from coming from an Instagram point of view, because the audience setup audience on Instagram and YouTube is completely different. So what came to your mind? Okay, let's get into the content creation, create videos, people can connect more, or is it a strategy to sell more houses?
When it comes to YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube, I just found that people will trust you more the longer they actually watch your content. Plus, because when you do short form, it's so short that it doesn't allow you to fully show the audience who you are because you only have so much time to get your point across, right? Mm-hmm. So you'll like talk for 2 seconds, stop the video, talk for 5 seconds, stop the video. Where when you do long form, you'll just let the mistakes stay in the video. Mm-hmm. And the mistakes show people who you actually are. So people connect with you a lot better on long form. Like when I shoot long form, I just talk for like 10 minutes. Like I try to do very minimal editing. And
it's pretty straight up videos. I've seen that.
Yeah. And that's been working really well for me. And people do trust me a lot more. The people who call me from YouTube are easier to work with than the people who call me from TikTok because they're more trusting. They're just like, hey, we want to buy a home. Tell me what I need to do. What's the offer on the price on the what's the price on the offer we need to write? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So it works amazing. Yeah.
They actually follow you from probably long and they have like a trust in you.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a stat. It's somebody has to consume 7 hours of your content to trust you. Well, on YouTube, I can get to 7 hours in 10 videos. No, I can't. It would be like 30 videos.
Yeah.
30 it'd be like 70 videos. Sorry.
Yeah.
More than, yeah.
70 videos probably. I don't know. My math is terrible.
Or it could be more. Well, it take longer.
The point is I can get to that 7 hours way quicker on YouTube than I can on TikTok.
Yeah. And how do you manage, like, as we talked about, you're doing real estate, you're doing content creation for YouTube, Instagram videos, plus training the agents as well, part of your life. So how do you manage all that?
Like you're everywhere.
I've made it very fast. Like most people will try to do content where they're like, oh, I need an editor and I need a script and I need to be, sat in my studio. And I just tried it. Like all my short form is shot on the fly. No mic, no nothing. I just pull out my phone, I shoot it. And YouTube, I try to do the same thing where I'm like, okay, here's the topic. Here's like 3-point forms I want to talk about. Turn on the camera, turn on the freaking audio, talk for 10 minutes. Okay, splice out all the parts where I'm thinking and then post it. And I like use like the same thumbnail for every single video.
Do you like plan it before before a few days, like a day before or something, or is it just like spontaneous?
Spontaneous. I sit down,
Oh, wow.
I'm like, what's on the news today? Okay, people are pissed about this thing.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna give my opinion on this thing. These are the 3 things I want to cover, and then I just go and shoot the video. It's very minimal editing, probably takes me 30 minutes. And you could do it with an editor and all these things, but I just found I'm more consistent and it's more raw when I just like do it on the spot and talk with like very minimal editing.
Yeah, and I think your content speaks more louder than these all like editing and camera and audio. These all are like secondary things.
Yeah, like I feel like editing was like the thing to do in 2022. Remember in 2022 how ridiculous editing got, man? It was like B-roll and like bombs exploding and like text flying at you and like all this stuff, right? And now it's kind of gone back.
Like raw and minimal.
Minimalistic.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah. Let's get more into the real estate market when it comes to inflation and the Bank of Canada. So what do you think what's happening on that side and how the Canadian market is reacting towards although interest rates are going down, but market is not picking up as much as it should be?
There's a lot of reasons. Market sentiment is terrible is one thing. Homes are still very expensive, even with the interest rate cuts, because home prices are like 30% higher than they were in 2019, and interest rates are still like 1% higher. So the cost of those homes is still much higher than what it was. And I just think people are broke. Like, I think people are just out of money. Like, people have been running through their savings for the last 3 years, pulling money out of investments, pulling money out of this to pay for that, paying for their mortgage on a line of credit, paying for their own mortgage with the HELOC that came from the house. And like, so that people are out of money. And if you don't have money, you can't buy properties.
And then also like the job situation, it's really bad.
Totally. There's lots of people losing their jobs, and there's lots of people worried about losing their jobs. So you're not really going to go buy a house when you're worried about losing your job. It's like a shitstorm of like 50 different things that put us where we're at right now.
And what do you think about Mr. Trump? Is he affecting the Canadian real estate market with his funny decisions every other day?
Mr. Trump has personally cost me $100,000 this year. Okay?
He's cost like many people a lot.
Yeah, he's literally reached into my pocket from the White House into Vancouver, BC, and took $100,000 out of my pocket. Okay, he's like, all of spring was a write-off because of Mr. Trump, because of him arguing with freaking Zelensky, and then he's arguing with the Chinese president, and then he's arguing with us, and then he's arguing with people in his own cabinet, and then he's just arguing with somebody on Twitter all of spring. Yeah. And then we finally get by that, and then what did he do last week? Right?
I was going through his interview like last week, and when he made a statement to Mr. Carney that he called himself president, and then he was like tweaking around saying, okay, I didn't call you governor yet.
Yeah.
51st straight.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, man.
Yeah, but I think the market sentiment still gets worse with his decisions too when it comes to real estate. People don't feel safe yet. Should we go into real estate? Should we buy it? Or should we wait? What will happen to Canada? What do you think?
Yeah, in terms of what, the Trump thing, or just
just
overall?
in generic, whatever his decisions are.
Yeah,
it's somehow affecting the Canadian market.
Yeah, he's making people very uncertain, right? Because these tariffs are causing job losses too, right? Like, they're not just like, I honestly thought that he was going to put them on for 3 months and then take them back off. That's what I thought he was going to do, in all honesty, but I guess not. But these tariffs are causing job losses in the sectors that he's placing them onto. Like, Stellantis just moved 3,000 jobs out of Canada. Molson, Canadian, or Crown Royal, I think, moved a bunch of jobs out of Canada.
Oh, yeah.
And then our steel manufacturing and stuff, everything in Ontario, we're losing jobs there too. So he's causing a lot of uncertainty because there is a material effect from these things that people are worried about,
So when you say material effect, is it affecting the construction market of Canada as well? Is it making things expensive?
I don't actually know, but I would imagine so. If I think he put tariffs on steel. I think he put it on lumber too. I'm not 100% on that. And he put it on a couple different things that would be used to construct a house. So yeah, I would say if you talk to a developer, they'd probably tell you, yes, the cost of material has gone higher.
And what's your thought on Bank of Canada? Like, what do they think like they are totally dependent what the US is doing, or?
No, I don't think so.
Because they follow what they do.
They do follow what they do, but we're pretty far in front of them right now. And I don't think that would be impossible to be even further in front of them, right? Like I think historically we've kind of always been about maybe a 1% or like 1.5% apart. Right now we're 2.5%, I think.
Close.
Yeah, where like Canadian dollars is like losing its value more and more.
Yes, yeah, because of this, right? So I don't think it's impossible for Canada to make its own decisions based on what's happening here. I know a lot of people would argue with me on that, but I don't know. I've been pretty spot on about
Yeah.
what's going to happen with the Bank of Canada, despite all the flack I've gotten for my opinions on what they're going to do.
Is it still affecting like the people? Because a lot of people from US also invest in Canada and Canadians invest in US. But there's border tensions. What do you see real estate? Is it a big thing? Is it still affecting the market?
Well, I know a lot of people are selling their properties in Florida and Arizona and like the snowbird Canadians. They're liquidating all their assets, all their vacation homes and secondary homes that they have in the States. But I don't think that's from tariffs. I just think that's because they're broke, because they lost a bunch of money on other investments that they have, and their mortgage went up and this went up and everything went up and they had to sell that property. So I'm sure there's some people divesting because of the tariffs, but I think they're divesting mainly for other reasons.
So let's dig deep a little bit on the diversification. So there are a lot of ways to invest either in the real estate market or in crypto or stocks. But based on the situation right now, we have seen the stock market is skyrocketing, as well as the gold is skyrocket as well. So how do you think how the people should diversify their portfolio based on the market situation? Because I think everything is going into a bubble.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where's like more safer?
Yeah. I think you got to own everything. I think you got to own. I don't like the S&P index. I don't like index investing. I know that's like a hot piece of advice that people have given for the last 20 years, but I don't like that advice. I would buy like individual stocks that I like the Amazons and the Metas that, like Amazon's trading like the cheapest it's traded in the last 10 years right now in relation to, you know what I mean? I would buy the individual stocks that I like, that I have conviction in for the next 5 years. I would own some gold. I'd own some silver.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you want to like list top 5 from
Yeah.
your portfolio.
I like AMD, Meta, Amazon, and I have Nike as well, because Nike's trading extremely cheap. And PayPal.
PayPal is a good price.
PayPal's very cheap as
Yeah.
well. I don't know what's going to happen with that one, but it's very low risk in my opinion, so that's why
Yeah.
I bought that. And I want to add some other things as well, but I don't have a massive portfolio. Like I like the stuff that I have conviction in. I'll just make a bigger bet on the stuff that I have the most conviction in. You know what I mean? But I think it's important to be diversified across also asset classes. Like I would still own some real estate. I know real estate looks like shit for the next 2 or 3 years at least, but I would still own it because you don't know what's going to happen.
And probably for the longer run, it's safer.
I think so, right? I mean, if we have a lot of inflation, the value of your debt on that home gets devalued very quickly, right? So I would own some real estate, some stocks. You could buy the S&P 500. I don't like it. I don't individual stocks, or maybe like some ETFs. There's probably some ETFs out there that make
Yeah, I
sense.
was about to say, what's your take on Berkshire, Mr. Warren Buffett?
Mr. Warren Buffett with Berkshire.
Because I
Yeah.
personally love that for long-term investing.
I think that's a good buy. I do. Yeah. I haven't bought any of it myself, but I think that's a good buy. He's been right about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do gold, silver. I'd even buy some Bitcoin. I would just have a little bit of everything right now because we're in very uncertain times right now. You just don't know what's going to happen.
But then like how do you manage your risks and everything? Do you do like the short term kind of thing, or are you like more into long term investing?
Long term, for sure. Like I don't think you should buy anything unless you're going to hold it for like 5 years.
What do you think about the short term ones? Like people do like the daily trading? Like what do you have to say for that?
Almost all of you are going to get wrecked
Yeah.
sooner or later.
Yeah.
You might have a good year. You might have 2 good years, but sooner or later you're probably going to get wrecked.
And also, I feel like it does comes with like the sleepless nights, and it's like
100%.
tension, and it's like costing you your mental health and peace.
It requires an insane amount of emotional dude, just buying and holding a stock is hard enough for 90% of people. Imagine buying and selling in and out of that stock like 50 times in a month.
Yeah.
And knowing when to sell and when to buy and when to, oh, I need my stop loss here and my position has to be this big, because if it's this big and then I lose on this, well, then this win doesn't matter anymore. And like, you have to manage a bankroll, and like, it's crazy. I don't know how people do that successfully.
Yeah, I see that this is by itself a full-time job.
Yeah.
This is not something which you do 2 hours in the morning and done with it.
No.
But people, I think, get wrecked, as you said, just because of they are doing it. They think that this is going to make them a lot of money.
Yeah.
But eventually, end of the day, 90% of traders are still losers.
Yeah. I think people lose in trading because they don't know how to manage their bankroll.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they don't know how big of a position they should take in that thing, and then they lose, and they're like, I lost $2,000 there. Well, now I need to do $4,000 on this one to get that $2,000 back.
Exactly.
You know?
And they lose more.
And then they lose more, and it just spirals very quickly.
Yeah. I think people even don't understand the importance of stop loss as well.
Yeah.
If I talk about myself, like when I was in my initial days of trading, I don't like to put stop loss.
What is stop loss?
It's like it'll instantly sell you out of your position once the price gets to a certain point. So it protects you from like falling off a cliff, essentially, right?
Yeah. Because my friend told me, okay, you are into trading, don't use stop loss. And then I later realized that, okay, this is very, very important. He's giving me the bad advice ever.
You know, a lot of people have done very well trading and made a lot of money, but it's a very small percentage of people.
True.
You know,
I agree.
And I feel like it could be done like here and there, but to do it daily, it's just so hard. Like a person like me could never do it. It's just so risky. I can't.
it's very emotional, and like, yeah, you'd have to, like, man, to be successful doing that over like a decade long, it'll be tough, man. But I'm rooting for you, bro.
And let's talk about a little about crypto as well. We have seen like a lot of people got wrecked in the last week to 10 days.
Yep.
Well, one of the famous person, his name is, I'm still like learning how to say it right. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. It's Kostya Kudo. He was 32 years old, and he was from Ukraine. And then he ended up like, killing himself. Like he did suicide in his own car because of this loss from the Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's sad because I saw that on Twitter actually, and then I guess he got liquidated. A bunch of people got liquidated.
Yeah.
Like, it was all over my feed. Like, all these people got liquidated, lost everything because of that flash crash. It's sad, man. What's that saying? It's like the three things that'll ruin men. It's like ladies, liquor, and leverage.
Yeah. 3 L's for life.
3 L's for life, man. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know how to feel about this comment. I'll be offended. I'm sorry.
No, but I think it's still like people lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Millions and billions of dollars got wiped out from the market. So why did it happen? Is it just because of coming back to Mr. Trump decision, or?
I think there's something bigger going on behind there. Personally, it could be because of, Trump could have triggered a sell-off that was maybe 5%, but maybe you just had way too many people with long positions opened that got wrecked, and then that caused mass sell. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like a short squeeze in the opposite direction. I don't know if there's a long squeeze. Is that a thing? I'm pretty sure it has to be, right? Maybe something like that, where Trump said this, it tanked the market 5%. A bunch of people got squeezed out of their positions. That caused a bunch of selling that brought it down to 20%. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was definitely triggered by what Trump said. I don't know if I would say that he's 100% of the reason why that happened. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Many of the people are like searching these days, like their top favorite question is like Bitcoin going to die? Do you think is Bitcoin going to die, or is it just a game plan?
That's my opinion on Bitcoin. All right.
It's like what are your 2 cents on it?
I was a big Bitcoiner in 2017, and I was a big Bitcoiner in 2021, and I did well, and I made some money. And the entirety of my Bitcoin career from 2017 till now, nothing in the space has changed. Nothing. In 2017, they were all talking about, oh, this person's rolling out a crypto pay app, and oh, this guy's going to let us use XRP now, and nothing has changed. Nothing. There's no innovation, and now the story is, well, it's going to be, it's basically the escape out of the central bank, out of the fiat currency, is like the bullish case for Bitcoin now. And I don't know if I like that as a long-term bullish case, because you're assuming that the government's just going to let you do that.
But when it comes to decentralization, again, for fiat currency, not to be centralized, so do you think it's obviously going to change with the time? Like, people might lose trust on banks or something, and there's always innovation after a decade or so. So it could be one of the...
So do you think like Bitcoin is just going to be like a normal part of our lives, just like dollars?
I think it's already. I don't know about you, Kelly, but...
Well, here's the thing is that I could be wrong, and that's why I still own it. You know what I mean? Just in case I'm wrong, I still own it. But I don't know, man. Do you really think they're just going to let everybody just hop out of US dollars, go into XRP? It's all good, dude. You know what? Hey, listen. All of our banks will all use XRP now. No problem. Like, I just don't see that happening. You know, I think they'll probably make their own currency on the blockchain that we all have to use and something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. I just...
Could be kind of digital currency you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard like Indian government is planning in the next few years to actually launch their own digital currency. So the actual fiat currency will be in your phones. So I don't know about US and Canada yet, but I've heard about that specifically from the Indian government.
Interesting.
So that sounds cool.
Yeah. Well, here's my other thing with crypto too, right? Is like, and maybe this is just this bull run thing, but whenever the whole time I've been in crypto, there's always been a narrative that, well, this group of people is going to come by, so the price is going to go okay, and then after that group of people, it's the institutions are going to buy. Oh, just wait, now the government's going to buy, and then this person's going to buy. So now I'm sitting here in 2025. I'm like, hey, well, who is left to buy? Right? Everybody in the public has bought it. All the hedge funds are in. You got MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor.
Yeah.
The government has a Bitcoin reserve. Who's left to buy? I'm like, this is everybody. We're all here now.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, you know what? Maybe it comes down and then there's another sell-off and another accumulation period. I don't know, right? These are just my unfiltered thoughts. And again, I'm like, I still own it because on the off chance that I'm very wrong about these statements. You know, I'm not willing to take that chance.
I know like Mukul does have like a lot of information on this, but I do want to know your 2 cents or like your opinion on this.
Yeah,
on, like Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go a lot more from here.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop. And because I'm into crypto since 2015 when Bitcoin was around $500.
Sheesh.
And I've seen Bitcoin growing fast and coming into the day routine. And I think when I left Australia back in 2018, that was a time when already like realtors over there talking about buying real estate with crypto. And the government has approved that at that time. So again, US is really strict when it comes to...
Can you like still buy houses with the crypto there, like in Australia?
Yeah, you can pay the deposit.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so I think it's making its way. Could be people because it coming from a government point of view when they think like people are using crypto just to trade things here and there in an illegal way, if I say, to move the money around. But it'll make it way.
I hope
Sooner or
you're
later.
right. I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, and you very well could be. So we'll see.
And let's come back to the crash. So, what do you think? What lesson people should learn from this crash?
So that many people don't, end up taking their lives. It's not just one guy. There are many deaths which has happened. Like many people have taken their lives because they cannot handle the situation.
I think the lesson for me, if I was one of these guys, is it Murphy's Law? Anything that can happen will happen. It's something like that. I don't know the exact law,
Mhm.
Let me pull it up.
Let's Google that.
Yeah, I might have just completely butchered that. Anything that can go wrong, anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
So you were right.
Yeah, I was close enough.
You're close.
Close enough. So when you're sitting there and you're like, well, I'm going to place a 50x, I'm going to place a 20x leverage trade on Bitcoin right now with my entire bankroll, right?
Mhm.
What does Bitcoin have to fall to liquidate you? 5%?
Even less, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So let's make it realistic. Let's say you're going to do it on 3x leverage. Okay. Or 5x leverage, right? 5x leverage. Okay. So now Bitcoin needs to drop 20% to liquidate you. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to open up this 5x leverage long on Bitcoin. Even if it falls, there's no way it'll fall 20% fast enough where I can't get out of my position. That won't happen. Well, Murphy's Law will tell you it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Sure.
If you're going to set
happen.
yourself up like that, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you just don't put yourself in scenarios where the worst case scenario means you kill yourself.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? The worst case scenario, in every investment that I do personally, I've already accepted the worst case scenario by the time I hit buy. I'm already
Got
like,
it.
this is what could happen. I'm all right with that. Buy.
Yes.
Right?
So you're actually well prepared for that beforehand. If like something goes the other ways, you are ready for it.
I've literally already accepted it. Like I'm already like, I'm okay with that. I've gone through the 5 stages of grief. I've fully accepted that I have lost this $20,000 by
see.
the time I invested.
That's actually a good mindset. Like, okay, I'm gonna whatever happens. If it's gonna go good, sure. But if it's gonna go bad, I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
You're fine with it.
I'm
Yeah.
chill buddy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in simple words, we can say like people have to mind before leveraging their trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's sad, it's like not to say that like I don't it's a bad day. He could have made that money back. He didn't have to do that. I think that was a really dumb thing for him to do.
And I think Banu has some fun
Rapid
questions as well
fire. I call
for
it.
you.
Sorry.
Some fun questions for you.
Too much fun there happening. Okay. So this is a rapid fire round, and I have questions for your crypto, and then I have questions for your real estate, and then you have to like pick and choose where like is it that or is it this? I mean this or that. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm saying the opposite.
Okay.
Okay. So the first question would be, if Bitcoin was a property, what kind of property would it be? A mansion, condo, or a haunted house?
I'm gonna say mansion, I think. What do you think? What do you think it would be?
I told the same thing before
Yeah,
this
I can't
podcast.
just say
yeah.
He said a biggest mansion.
I think it's kind of sexy like a mansion, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, what's your bigger rush? Watching Bitcoin pump or signing a real estate deal?
Man, when Bitcoin's pumping, it like changes your life. For like that 1 week, you're like, can't wait to wake up in the morning and check your Coinbase or whatever, right? So
True.
I'm gonna say Bitcoin pumping.
Bitcoin pumping? Okay. This is have you ever question. Have you ever checked your chats during a date? Yes or no?
My charts?
Like your like chats, like real estate chats.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And your fiance is okay with it?
Yeah. Like my real estate chats? What do you mean? Like
yeah, suppose like a customer is like texting you and then you are on a date, like a date night.
oh yeah, she hates that. But yeah, I do
like
it all the
as
time.
a woman, like
Yeah.
ladies comment you made before, like I would hate that.
Oh, she
Yeah.
hates it. But sometimes you just gotta get it. You gotta deal with things as they happen. Because if I don't deal with this now, then I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna lose my train of thought. Then it turns into a mess. So
Okay, what's your go-to phrase when like crypto crashes?
shit happens.
True.
Shit happens.
Okay, and this is the last question. If your life had a slogan, what would it be?
That's a really good question.
And I feel like that's the best way to end the questions.
If my life had a slogan, what would it be?
Like, have you ever thought of it? Like, if you had a book or like a biography, like an autobiography.
I haven't thought about it till now.
Well, that's a
question.
rapid fire. Hurry up.
Surrey plumber. Surrey plumber turns influencer. Surrey plumber turns realtor.
Okay.
Surrey plum dog millionaire.
Oh,
Okay. That sounds cool, huh?
That's pretty
that's
sick.
exciting. That's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess this is the end of rapid fire.
Sweet.
Awesome. Before we conclude, I still want you to give your 2 cents on the buyers of BC. What do they need to do?
For
Either
BC
they should
real estate.
wait or they need to jump into the market and buy.
If you're an investor, I might wait, depending on what you're buying. If you're buying a detached, I can make an argument for why now is probably a good time to buy and why I wouldn't want to wait. If you're looking at a condo townhome as an investor, I'd probably just say wait. If you're an end user, it's really tough to answer that question because it depends so much on your personal situation. You know what I mean? Like renting is a lot more difficult when you have a family and kids. And if you have the money to do it and the place you like comes on the market. Like for me, when I bought my place, 2 years later, there hasn't been another house that we like more than this house that's come on the market. 2 years later. So when that house came on, dude, I wasn't making very much money. Like it was 2023 interest rates were 6.5%. I was pretty broke and scared, but that house came on the market. I'm like, I have to do what it takes to buy this now because it's not going to come on again. So it's not always just about the price, but getting where you actually want to live. And right now there's a lot of inventory. So if you're an end user, I would say just buy when you're ready. But if you're an investor, maybe wait.
When it comes to wait, how long do you think it's going to take for the market to be back up?
Well, if I'm an investor, I'd probably want to be buying end of next year, personally. For the market to be back up, I think you're a 2028 story, probably now at
that
this
long?
point. Yeah, at this point, it's a lot of inventory. Unless they come out and mint a bajillion dollars into the monetary supply, which they might do, right? That'll speed up the recovery. So we'll have to see.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly, for being part of the show.
Thank
And
you.
it's always nice talking with you, sharing the thoughts, views. It's always commendable. You coming in and sharing the best knowledge you have.
I
So
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on, guys.
awesome.
Thank you.
So Kelly has given his 2 cents. I'm sure you guys will do as well in the comment section below. See you in the next show. Good luck.